All right, everybody. Welcome back. I haven't posted in a while, but I'm still here. And on this machine, the Gray Ghost, we have a starter solenoid acting up on us, and we're going to replace that. And the new ones actually look like this. They have a plug instead of two small bolts to connect to. And so we have to do a little bit of wiring adjustments on that, but we will talk about that. Hear that? One click, another click. So you get the idea there. About every third click hits the starter motor. You can tell the battery's got good power. There's nothing wrong with the starter motor. It's just not a solid hit each time. You can take the electrical box cover off. That's it here. Mine doesn't have the clips on it, so I had to do a little makeshift bungee cord there. Different story. But you can do this entire replacement by taking the cover off and putting the solenoid in it. But because this solenoid, like we talked about earlier, does have a plug connection instead of a post and nut connection, it's going to be a little bit of wire stripping and things like that. So I am going to go ahead and take this entire electrical box off. It's pretty easy. There's just two bolts here at the top. Plug comes out of the side, and we'll disconnect the battery. Do not need to disconnect the starter motor cable, but we will unscrew the collar for the starter motor and pull that cable out. And we're going to take the whole thing out. It'll be easier to look at and talk about. What we're going to do is I've got the cover off of the electrical box, and I've taken off this lug. Now this one goes to the starter because it's a pain in the neck to take it off of the starter, and we don't need to do that. And so I've twisted this collar off here. Might have to use a pair of pliers or something, but don't chew this thing up. Just be careful and twist it. You might want to put a little silicone on the jacket there to help it off, but we're going to pull this out like that, and then our spark plug wires come off. We've already taken off our 6-pin connector, two 10 millimeter bolts, and we're going to take those out and pull that whole electrical box out. Easy peasy, fellows. So we can pull the whole thing out where we can work on it now. Okay, well, very interesting, and I'm a little bit chagrined here, is that the solenoid that's in this one actually is the same type that takes this clip. So we don't need to use this one. So I prematurely and incorrectly got this thing, but we don't need it. If you have a ski that has the bolt-ons for that, you are going to need to know what this is. And I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to explain that. I thought that was going to be a interesting thing about this video, but I will go ahead, since you're here already, is just explain what some of these wires do. So obviously this big wire is direct to the battery, and you can see there's a tie-off point here where there is a red wire that goes through a fuse back through the 6-pin connector, and that goes to the NPM. It has nothing to do with the solenoid, even though it is connected to the solenoid. That's just a tie-off lug. Same thing with this ground here that happens to be on the coil. You can see there's several wires here. Those are all just a union joint, a junction for all the ground wires. So if we look at what's coming out of this 6-pin plug down here, you can see there is a white wire here, and that is your trigger that goes to the coil. There is a yellow and red, which is the starter current that definitely has to go into the solenoid. And then there's a ground wire for the solenoid that comes back to this junction like we talked about. And that's it. There's another ground wire that comes through here that is going to, I believe, on this ski, I believe that ground wire gets its ground all the way up through the harness and the NPM that connects to the magneto on the front of the engine, if you can imagine that. There are other machines where there is a separate ground that connects to the battery. It's a separate small wire like this. And you have to have that connected. If you don't, then the ignition won't work. But that's not true on this particular ski. This is getting its ground all the way back through the harness and the NPM. So I hope that makes sense, guys. So I'm just going to do a direct swap with this. All right, well, that one came out pretty easy. So I want to put this other one back in here. We've got our new stuff in. And here we go. All right, well, that was 4 times in a row with obviously no problems at all. If you compare that with what we started with, so definitely was the solenoids are all good there. Hope this helps, guys. And listen, if you have any questions or comments, anything like that, just put those in the comments here. I'm happy to respond to those. Otherwise, have a good, great summer. Be safe, and we'll catch you on the next one.